Please be seated. I am sharing the announcements with you today from the AMBO because it is stewardship season, and I'm leading off our series of stewardship talks. I'll be brief, I promise. But before I do that, I want to introduce John Ashe, our new seminarian intern. John attends the General Seminary in New York, following a hybrid model that includes substantial remote learning. He comes to us from St. Mark's Cathedral and will be with us through this program year. Please welcome John at coffee hour today and as you see him around the parish. Now, about stewardship season. This is the time of year when your vestry sets the budget for our mission and ministries in the new year. To do so, your elected leaders need to know your wishes and plans. They can't budget any expense without knowing ahead of time whether you want them to fund it. Your pledge is a promise. It's not the actual donation of money, but rather just a statement of intention. In the coming days, if we have your address, we'll be sending you a packet of materials that includes a pledge card. If you're new with us, please sign our guest book or register online. I encourage all of you to pray with this stewardship information, remembering that every prayer is an act of courage. What sets you on fire in the new year? What inspires you? What convicts you? What stands you on your feet and sends you into your worlds of family, vocation, neighborhood, church, and all creation? And then, guided by your prayers, I invite you to make a pledge to this parish, to let your vestry know what you want to offer for our life together. Our hope is that the average pledge rises by 19%, but note that that's an average. Not everyone can make an increase, and in fact, some rightly need to discern a decrease. But if we raise our pledges by an average of 19%, we will cover the costs of our recent growth and our current economic conditions. And most importantly, we'll be able to fund a new curate priest beginning on July 1st. We last had a curate this past April when Philip departed to move with his husband to LA, but that curacy was funded by a third-party grant. This time, we'll be responsible for half of the compensation of a new priest on our staff. Finally, I want to tell you what lights my heart on fire as I discern my own pledge to St. Paul's. Two people come immediately to mind, one of them in their late 20s, the other in her late 80s. On different days, and in fact in different years, these two faith leaders both decided to grab a broom and sweep our sidewalk. Nobody asked them to do this, let alone told them to do it. They just saw a need and met that need, and I had my camera. In this world beset by enormous problems, maybe these two acts of kindness seem minuscule. They're smaller even than many of the things faith leaders do around here, which include literally saving the lives of several of our neighbors. But I maintain that these are small acts of great love. Hundreds of people walk our sidewalks. In recent years, more than a few have lived there. I don't know what these two saints were thinking exactly when they made the simple yet tremendous choice to tidy up our walks. But when they chose to do this, they weren't just clearing a path. They were preparing a royal highway. For we people of faith hold to that old rune of hospitality that goes like this. I saw a stranger last evening. I put food in the eating place, drink in the drinking place, music in the listening place, and in the sacred name of the Triune, he blessed myself and my house, my cattle and my dear ones. And the lark said in her song, often, often, often goes the Christ in the stranger's guise. Often, often, often goes the Christ in the stranger's guise. Thank you for joining us here, friends, in this eating and drinking and listening place. In the sacred name of the Holy Three, may God bless you and bless your discernment of stewardship that gives life and breath to this community of faith and action, this community of love and service, this house of God, this gate of heaven. Mortals ate the bread of angels. God provided them food enough.